walking along, minding my business, when out of an orange-colored sky, flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you came by. I was humming a tune, drinking in sunshine, when out of an orange-colored view, wham, bam, alakazam, I gotta look at you. One look and I yell timber, watch out for flying glass, 'cause the ceiling fell in, the bomb fell out, I went into a spin, I started to shout and hit, this is it, this is it. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye, flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored sky. Bob Egan, everybody. Yeah. One look and I yell timber, watch out for flying glass, 'cause the ceiling fell in, the bottom fell out, I went into a spin, I started to shout and hit, this is it, this is it. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me right in the eye, flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored, purple striped, pretty green polka dotted sky, flash, bam, alakazam, and goodbye.
Yeah!
We were, those of you who live up north know why we chose that song to open the show with tonight, and know why I'm wearing an orange jacket. Because it's orange outside.
It is orange outside.
We have songs tonight to fit tonight's weather.
It is.
Which is-
It's orange, and it's like this weird sort of apocalyptic air.
Am I apocalyptic where right now?
Yeah. You want to pull your
And
microphone,
you're wearing
pull your
black.
microphone up so I can hear you when you talk. Yes, it is apocalyptic wear. You have Christina.
Christina.
You know when you look, you remind me of with the dark. You can't see everything, but it's dark all the way from head to toe, right? You remind me of sort of those interpretive dancers from the 1950s movies, you know.
Like the White Christmas
yeah,
ones?
exactly. Like when White Christmas, when he does, quote, it's
Theater.
choreography.
What's happened
Yes.
to the theater?
That's exactly what you look like. Oh my God! But it is weird outside, Bob. Yes, it's very
weird.
strange. I mean, we're
It's strange. It's like a weird color. It's like there's, because we're getting the smoke from the fires. Those of you, I know Cousin Patty's watching down in Florida, and some other people are far south, so you don't know what we're getting up here, but it's pretty weird.
yeah, it is weird. It is very weird. I see Tony Ruggieri's out there. Jane Steffens in England. Is there no have this in England, Jane? In fact, it's kind of foggy, but it's like foggy but red.
Hi, Bill Souter. I see you're out there too. And Jim Nichols, I'll see you on Saturday.
And there's Patty, your cousin Patty.
Patricia.
And Abigail Wittenoff. Hi, Abby. And who else is out there? You said Michelle Mercado already. And Judy Jones and Julie Ken. Aileen O'Neill Stahl, Michelle, we mentioned. Dottie Rudnick. Sharon Sweeney. Hello, Sharon. Patricia A. from Atlantic City. Debbie Gwynn. Lorelei Pepe. Marjorie. Hi, Marjorie. Jim Nichols.
All right, we'll come back and say.
Yeah, lots of people. John Ward. John Ward says smoke gets in my
John,
eyes. Yeah,
smoke.
you're on a theme, John.
So, John, you know what else I was going to do tonight too? Don't move, Christine. Stay right with
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Smoke on the water.
All right, Christina, we may have to bring you back for that. Thanks, Christina.
But anyway, Christine will be back because it's so good to have you back tonight. We had a. Well, it's.
Yeah.
We'll
She'll
talk
be back.
about it.
She'll be back. Christina will
She'll be
be back.
back, and we'll talk about it. We all kind of yeah. This was a fun show the way this all came about. Anyway, we're gonna have fun tonight.
We are.
And in fact, continue with our theme. Michael, would you do us the honor?
Yeah, this was John Ward's.
What's that?
John Ward mentioned this song.
John Ward mentioned the song?
Yes.
John, ask and ye shall receive.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true. I of course replied, something here inside cannot be denied. They said someday you will find all who love are blind. Oh, when your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your eyes. So I chaffed them and I gaily laughed to think they could doubt my love. Yet today my love has flown away. I am without my love. Now laughing friends deride, tears I cannot hide. Oh, so I smile and say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. Take it, Bob. So I chaff them and I gaily laugh to think they could doubt my love. Yet today my heart has flown away. I am without my love. Now laughing friends deride, tears I cannot hide. Oh, so I smile and say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. Smoke gets in your
Yay!
Thanks, guys. I think smoke was in all of our eyes today. It's crazy.
Yes, it is. So we did. That's enough about the weather, or is it? Yeah, it is. It is. I
Howard
said it.
Citron says request smoke on the water. Yes, there you go.
Howard Citron. Yeah.
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 And a little
my
hello to
favorite rock and roll
Eileen
songs.
Scheibner. She's watching tonight. She said she's recovering from a small stroke, and
She
so
is?
we're thinking about you, and we're glad you're out there. Everybody's pulling for you, Eileen.
We love you, Eileen. We
We
did
do.
Edelweiss for you last
Last
week.
week, yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to play. We're going to dedicate this to Eileen because Eileen. I know that Eileen and Elizabeth, her daughter, saw The Little Mermaid, and I know that you love this song. So we're going to do it now. Hi, Jimmy Two Canes and Michael Anoff and Bennett Lee and Michelle Mercado and Frank Chimpkin. We'll say hi to more people as we go along. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Oh, cheers to you all.
Oh,
Thank
cheers.
you.
Hello.
Happy Smoky Wednesday.
I know we should all be drinking smoked drinks, right? Yeah, they're really
Or
good,
not.
yeah. Well,
Anyway, we have all the way up from Seabright, New Jersey, from the shore, Sophia.
Sophia Corrado. Hello.
Wait, Eileen, it's a two Sophia night.
Sophia and
Sophia from Golden Girls.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. How you doing, Sophia?
Hi. How's
So-
it going?
Good. So what have you been up to?
I've just been working a lot and trying to breathe in some healthy air today.
That's
I think
hard.
coming out to New Hope was so wonderful because I came up with Ross, who you'll see a little bit later, and we got to do like a little road trip and go over the most terrifying bridge that I've ever gone over. That I've
Washington's
ever
You went over
Bridge.
Washington Crossing
Twice.
Bridge. Oh, yeah, I know.
And there was a giant van coming towards us as we were like,
Oh,
driving
no,
in.
it's
And
terrifying.
Ross is like, "Do you want to put in your mirrors?" And I'm like, "Should I put in my mirrors? What is happening right now?"
Yeah.
So, but
It
we
is
made it
terrifying.
and got to have like a lovely dinner together and got to hang out and say hello to friends. So it's wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're singing too. And you're singing as much as possible, right?
Yes. I
Including-
love coming to Bob on Tuesdays at the Asbury.
We had a ball last night. We had an
did.
epic night with
A
27
cast of
amazing
characters.
singers.
When did you first start singing? I don't think I had you here to ask the question. When did you first start singing?
I first started singing. I was like in elementary school or something. My grandfather got me the DVD of Grease, and I wore that thing out so badly. And then he also got me Grease 2, which was an even worse idea because it's so awful yet so good.
It is awful, but
It's so terrible. And I just started singing along to all the songs that I shouldn't be singing at like the young age of like 6 or 7. I was like singing "Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee" on my mom's bed, and she's like, "Where did you learn those words?" And I'm like, "It was Grease."
Yeah.
So
I will say that Grease 2 is not good, but they are the best looking people. Michelle
Yes.
Pfeiffer and who was the
Phenomenal.
guy? Matthew Caulfield. Oh my
Yes.
God, they were so good
They're
looking.
fantastic looking.
Yeah, fantastic. So you're going to sing a song, as Bob already mentioned, from a Disney song that seems to be back in the forefront with the new movie from The Little
Haven't
Mermaid.
seen it yet, but I'm very excited to see it this weekend.
It's exciting. Sophia Corrado.
And in a couple weeks, we're going to be doing an Alan Menken show, and this is Alan Menken. And I never get tired of this song. At least every other week, somebody sings this at the one of the open mics, and I feel like a little kid. I just love it every time.
Surviving the Bridge of Terror, Sophia Corrado.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's it and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? Bob, I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see 'em dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Oh, street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? I bet you on land they understand, bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. And I'm ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it, what's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? Out of the sea. Wish I could be part
Love
Sophia
that.
Corrado. I love that song too.
So much fun. Anyway, Sophia will be back.
She'll be back.
That is, of course, I have not seen that movie because it is an animated film.
Not the new one.
But the
Not
new
the
one
new
won't
one.
be animated, right?
Yeah, the new one is live action, so you never know.
Well, while we're at it too, and getting ready for our next singer, we do want to wish a couple of people happy birthday. I don't know if they're watching tonight, but Marcy Friedman often watches our show, and Jim McElhenney, McElhenney, who sang with me on Friday night. It's Jim's birthday today. Marcy's today also. Tomorrow is my sister's birthday, Eileen.
Wow.
Eileen DeLuca.
Hi, Eileen.
Egan. And our friend Rich Runch and David Habib. Yes, right, Sophia and Ross? Isn't it? Tomorrow. And yesterday was our friend Dave Cogger's birthday. And I know
happy
they're out
birthday.
celebrating his
Fabulous.
birthday tonight at dinner.
Nice.
But hopefully they'll see the show later. Hey, Debbie Gwynn, I
Yes,
see
yes,
you're
yes.
out there tonight too. Eileen Scheibner, did you like that song? I know she did. Because I'm sure Elizabeth and her saw that movie many times. Well, so, Eileen, if you're watching, remember when growing up, Dad tortured us. I should say torture because I actually loved every second of Benny Hill.
Yes.
We loved Benny Hill.
Crazy.
And we
Benny
got
Hill
such
was
a kick
crazy.
out of it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And so anybody, and I've only ever met two people in my entire life that sing this song. One is our friend Robert Calfin, who's in California, and originally from England and moving back this way.
Yes, he is moving back.
And the other person is here tonight. Why, Ross Benjamin.
Yay, Ross.
Yes, oh yes, because we want all of Ross in this camera for this number. This is a number you've never heard on the show before, may never hear again.
Maybe that's true.
But I know
British-
you'll be singing along at home.
You know, it's a British music hall song.
and you'll be telling your friends, you won't believe what they did on the show last night.
What's really fun is it's a British music hall song, and they were at the time considered risque and dirty. Now they're just sort of quaint and cute.
I know, right?
Like some of these songs were banned, and now we're like, you've got to be kidding.
Yeah, that's what you were censoring back then.
Yeah, we were censoring this particular song with these lyrics. Just remember that as he sings, Ross Benjamin.
Why am I wearing glasses for this? I know it in my sleep. It's in case people throw things. I don't want to get everything in my eyes.
Some fruit might fly during the December.
Oh, you ready? I believe, Michael, that they forced you into this number somehow.
We're just going to sing off camera and cross our fingers.
Yes,
Yeah.
and hope that Christian doesn't accidentally put you on camera with the faces you'll be
That'd be
making.
Oh,
a
no,
bad
no,
idea
all
because
good.
we're going to be like,
Never
what
mind.
are we doing?
All right, here we go.
This is all about Ross. Ross Benjamin.
Down at the English fair, one evening I was there, when I heard the showman shouting underneath the flare, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, there they are standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, everybody knows they'll make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of me life, singing roly bowl a bowl, a penny a pinch. Singing roly bowl a bowl, a penny a pinch. Singing roly bowl a bowl, a penny a pinch. Roll a bowl, a bowl, singing roll a bowl, a penny a pinch. There they go, how lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Big one, small one, some as big as your head.
And bigger.
Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said.
Yes, and I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Everybody knows they'll make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of me life, singing Lola bola bola penny a pinch. Singing rolla bola bola penny a pinch. Singing rolla bola bola penny a pinch. Rolla bola bowl, singing rolla bola penny a pinch.
Ross Benjamin. I'm not
have so much fun singing that song.
I get
I'm
such a
not
kick
sure
out of that.
you have coconuts.
Judy Jones is loving it out there. Sharon Sweeney, that's right up your alley, isn't it, Sharon?
Oh my goodness. Yes,
Ross,
Sharon
very
Sweeney.
entertaining. Sharon Sweeney, I knew you'd love that. I get such a kick out of
Thank
that.
you, Ross. Ross is going to come right back in a minute. You know what's
Is he?
coming? What's
I thought
coming?
he was right back.
Isn't he? Yeah. But while
He's
he's
not
getting-
leaving.
He has to get set up for his next number.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, do you want to talk about what's coming up?
Oh, yes. What is coming up next week? Next week's a big show. We have country crossover. I know we've got. I think we have Vika here. We've got Amy Robideau. We've got Shane back. I think Eva's here also. But it's quite a wonderful cast next week for the country crossover. Who else? I'm leaving somebody out. Gerard.
Oh, okay.
And Michael Troutman. Oh yes, you're in the show too.
I come with the room.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Hi, Lynn Ann, and hi, Joni. And Abby. Abby's with us too tonight.
Yes, she is.
I love it.
She is.
So anyway, that's next week. That's country crossover. Then we're going to do our 70s road trip show, which is basically all songs from the 70s, fun songs to get the summer kickoff. June 28th is Andrew Lloyd Webber show. Tentatively, I may have to change that, but I'll know that. You'll know that in your next
so we
newsletter.
may take a week off.
Well, there's something I'll explain next
Yeah,
week
just we may
if
take
it
a week
happens.
off,
I'm
so-
not sure if it's
yeah.
if it's
We'll
going to
see,
happen.
we'll
I
see.
may have to do something big. That unfortunately means me not being here.
I know, but I mean, honestly,
But I may not. So we'll see.
I was going to say we've been talking about this. You know, we want to keep going, but financially it's challenging. So, you know, we may have to reevaluate the model.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. I'm
we'll see.
hoping we don't cut
We hope we
back.
don't
We
have
might
to,
cut
but
back to
yeah.
twice a month, but
It's
we'll see.
challenging, yeah.
We hope to not make that happen.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary Helen in Texas, and Tyler, Texas. So anyway, we will be here for the July 5th variety show, and then we're doing, as I said, Alan Menken, which is going to be all Disney, basically a Disney show.
Since I mentioned
So,
that, I'm pointing below because I'm being so subtle.
All your
I'm
contributions
being
and Venmo
subtle.
and PayPal really are helpful because there is a list, and I don't want to have to read the list
No.
of what the cost is to keep the show going.
But there really is. I
But
mean,
as you can imagine, there is one.
because you know, people think, oh, it's online, it's free. It's not free.
I love when I watch these shows on TV and they go sponsored by, and I'm like,
Yeah.
sponsor us, please.
Of course, for you, of course, for you.
But we
you have to watch the word sponsor, especially because every time you say that, you usually pick up a bottle of Tito's or a vodka drink. And I'm thinking you don't want to have a different kind of sponsor. So you know, make sure that we're being clear.
It's kind of silly
Yeah.
for me to be sponsored by Tito's. It probably should be Geritol. But no,
Do
it's
people
not like I
still
have
do-
Tito's for
do-
breakfast. I have my.
Do
2
people
drinks
still
a night.
do Geritol?
I have no idea.
That was something from when we were kids.
I have no idea, but I do know that I did get it as a joke for one of my birthdays not too long ago, so it must still be out there.
It must be.
It was a joke.
It must be somebody who needs no Geritol.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
see what I did there? Ross Benjamin.
So Ross and I, when Ross and I were talking about doing the song tonight, my first instinct was, well, we do it all the time, and I said, no, actually, it was on our wheel show, and it never landed on this song.
It was
And
meant to be.
Ross and I get to
You're
do this
right.
that often.
You're right. It did not last.
Yeah. So we get to do it tonight. Hi, Julian Can and Debbie Gwynn.
So this is the wheel leftover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Love a good leftovers.
You
And
know,
it needs-
they're always better the second time.
It needs no introduction.
Ross Benjamin.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show, I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they've got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world.
Ross Benjamin.
Yeah. I love that, Ross. That's another one of those songs. Tonight there's a lot of, I call it meatloaf tonight. There's a lot of like,
Leftover.
no, you know,
Comfort food.
comfort food tonight. Just songs that always make us feel good and make us smile, and you never hear too much of.
I love meatloaf.
You know, never, ever, ever hear too much of. So I want to also say hi to a couple of other people out there, like the Jacobs, and hi Jean and Catherine and Gretchen and Happy and Sam. Shipley, you guys never missed a single show, neither did Ted or Kathy. And my friends Rose and Joan in Northeast Philly are watching. And I know Sue DeCrescenzi's out there too. And hi Rebecca and Alexander and Beth Hansen. Excuse me. And my friend Ruth Bennick, and also Judy Polonovsky and George and Donna. Cheers to all of you.
Oh, don't choke on the smoke.
I got a tickle.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm mic'd. I'm body mic'd and coughing right into the mic.
Flash bam.
Yeah, flash bam, alakazam.
You know?
If you need to have a smoky coffee fit, I can sort of mute you. The problem is I'll mute you and forget. I've done that.
Let me do that anyway.
I've muted you.
Did we say hi to Jimmy Two Canes was
I don't
out
know
there?
if I said hello, but hi, Jimmy Two Canes. How are you?
I saw you out there last night. Jimmy came last night to the Asbury.
Wow,
A lot of people
great.
were at the Asbury.
Great.
In case those of you who don't know what the Asbury is, it's a hotel in Asbury Park. It's right a block off the beach. And on Tuesday nights, we do a pretty cool open mic night. We have Jason Portizo, who's been on our show a couple times.
Yeah.
We have Jason there doing providing sound for everybody. So the sound system is pretty amazing, and it's been really amazing. It's quite a happening.
You know what's this weekend, Bob?
This weekend is not Father's Day.
The
This
Tony
weekend is the Tony Awards.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've seen so many of the shows. I've seen all 5 nominees for Best Musical this year.
It's the first time you did that, right? You saw all
In
5.
a long time, yeah, in like many years. So it's going to be interesting. It's fun. I think because of the writer's strike, what you're going to actually see are more performances from the actual shows, and that's going to be great. So, like, for anybody who loves musicals, I think it's going to be a really good year to watch. Yeah. Christina's like, yes. So, anyway.
Hi, Mark McDonald.
Hi,
Happy birthday again. That's so sweet that he's out there. Hi, Marky.
I'm like, I want to do another Broadway show. I know we're doing Andrew Lloyd Webber in a couple weeks, but anyway.
So, speaking of musicals, I
Yes.
did not get to see this musical. Everyone I know that saw it really loved it, and I love Sarah Bareilles, so I'm sure I would have loved it, but somehow I missed it.
You were lucky it was filmed. And
Yeah,
so,
and I'm going to see the film.
the film, and it's basically a capture of what's on stage. So you're going to be seeing the onstage
Rachel.
version, yeah, with Sarah Bareilles and the Broadway cast. So it's coming out. I think it's going to be a Tribeca. I think next week, and then it's going to be out for the world. So you'll see it soon. And it's Waitress, and here to sing a song from Waitress. Back again is Sophia Corrado.
Sophia, do you want to say anything
hold on a
about
sec.
the song while Michael's
Yes,
adjusting
Chocolate
this?
Just a
I
camera.
do. So, fun fact, I saw the show Waitress 6 times. So
6?
It was on Broadway. And I was actually at the performance where it came back after COVID. It was the first performance on Broadway that had happened. That wasn't the Come From Away taping that they taped during COVID. So that was a pretty incredible show to see. And
You're the Come From Away taping?
what's up?
You were at the Come From Away taping?
No, I
Oh.
was at the first show that Waitress did
The
when
Waitress
they came back
taping,
from
right.
COVID. It was the
Yeah.
first show on Broadway after COVID.
Amazing.
And then, fun fact, Ross and I went to the same Waitress performance, and afterwards you got to like go and meet Sarah and
Oh.
Jason Mraz after the show.
Nice.
And we didn't know that we were at the same show until we met.
Oh.
Yeah, we weren't even friends. We didn't know.
You know what the best part
Yeah.
of Waitress on Broadway was for me? The whole building smelled like pie.
It was so, and then you could buy the pies
in little jars.
In little jars.
They sold you pies in little
It was
jars.
so
They were actually
perfect.
coming down the aisles with them. I'm like, what a great idea.
It was amazing. I had multiple pies.
I never had. I was being good, but I really wanted a pie.
Oh, I got a pie. Every time I went, I got a pie and a cocktail. And you take a picture.
Oh.
Instead of a Playbill photo, I did a pie and cocktail photo. And it was fun. But segue into the song.
Oh, yeah,
So
I'm
this
hungry.
song is the main character, Jenna. She's going through a lot of problems and troubles. And I can relate to this because it's something that I do. I'm a emotional baker. And this is also what she does. She kind of takes all her feelings and emotions and bakes them into the pies that she does. And they have fun names. So
I love it.
Yeah.
Sophia Corrado.
make it work, make it easy, make it clever, craft it into pieces, make it sweet, crimp the edges, or make it sour and serve with lemon wedges. Even doubt can be delicious, and it washes off of all the dirty dishes. When it's done, I can smile. It's on someone else's plate for a while. I'll place it on display, and then I'll slice it, serve my worries away. I can fix this, I can twist it into sugar, butter, covered pieces. Never mind what's underneath it, I had done it before. I'll bake me a door to help me get through. I learned that from you, Mama. It's amazing what baking can do. Make it up and surprise them. Tell them all my secrets, but disguise them so they dance on the tongues for the very people that their secrets from. Make it soon, make it better. Though better never lasts forever. I'll make it small so it fits. Even this, even now, even as the walls come tumbling down, even as I can't stop remembering how every door we ever made, we never once walked out. Something I never got the chance to ask her about. So with flour on my hands, I'll show them all how goddamn happy I am. Oh, sugar, butter, flour, don't let me down. So let's see the next amazing thing baking does. And now,
Nice.
there it goes.
Nice.
That was fantastic.
lot.
I'm like
That
running
was
around
grown
with a
on me.
chicken.
I didn't know what to make of that the first time that you sang it, but it's
Oh,
really
God.
grown on me. Because I didn't understand it because I didn't see the show.
Yeah, you have the context is kind of important, but it's such a lovely song, and it's just I don't know. I think it's because it's personal to me that I resonate with it so much that I sang it in the car all the time. And then one day Ross was like, "Why don't you sing that song?" And I was like, "Okay." And then I sang it and didn't tell him, and he freaked out, and it was the best thing ever. So
You gotta love any song that has sugar, butter, and flour in it.
also that, yeah. I'm a big fan. If you can't tell.
So Bob, I need a second to set up. Why don't you chat for a bit while we get ourselves set up for this next number?
Oh yeah. That's right, because Ross is going to be over there. What else? There were some other things I want to say today. Oh yeah, I was surprised to hear that one of my idols back in the '80s or so, a piano idol, who I absolutely loved, I heard passed away. Is that right, George Winston? Did I see? I saw something on my music feed about George Winston, and it was just like a little like it didn't like I don't know. It was like nothing. It was over, and I was like, "Why?" I didn't see any. I didn't watch the news today, so I didn't know if they made a thing about it. But George Winston's incredible many new age piano recordings that all came out. His album December that came out in the '80s was just. I don't know who didn't wear that out. I certainly wore out my copy of it. He had like that an incredible. I think he's one of the ones that really brought Pachelbel's canon back to being so popular, because he had this most incredible new age arrangement of it. You know, and did all these different things. That was really like contemporary sounding of it, right? Am I right, Julie? He did. So, and George Winston, I heard he used to do his concerts with his shoes off. He always played his concerts in bare feet. That's what I was told too. And also Cynthia Weil, who wrote with Barry Mann and was, right? Cynthia Weil and Barry Mann, one of the most famous songwriters, also passed away too. So.
Yeah, and Jerry Goff, they were the beautiful. If you saw Beautiful the musical, they were featured in that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were then Brill Build. They were Brill building writers. Going back to our Brill building sort of show that you can find on YouTube.
So I wanted to just mention that about them today also. So what do you think, kids?
So I think we're ready, and we have a special duet with Ross and Sophia.
So this is a song that is a pop song. It's also from a movie, and it's from a Broadway show. And that movie would be called Once,
Indeed.
which they had at the Bucks County Playhouse a couple years ago, and an amazing production of it.
It's an amazing, amazing show.
I love that show.
And here to sing it is Ross Benjamin with Sophia Carrata.
I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. Words fall through me and always fool me, and I can't react. And games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Take that sinking boat and point it home. We still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You make it now. Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. Moods that take me and erase me, and I'm painted black. Well, you have suffered enough and warred with yourself. It's time that you won. Take that sinking boat and point it home. We still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now. Falling slowly, sing your melody. I'll sing it loud. Two, three, four. I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that.
I love
Yeah.
You know what? You guys did a beautiful job on that. I felt like I was coming in between you two, like on the camera, like you were here and I was in the middle, saying,
Private of a moment.
"Stay right
Sorry.
there." But what I love about that is that reminds me of like the simplicity of songs like "The Rose."
Thanks, Sophia. Thank you so much.
Just the simplicity of the beauty and the simplicity of that song.
It
It's
is
so nice.
yeah,
Hi,
it is
Kathy
simple.
Liebars.
Oh God,
So,
so much going on here.
oh,
Yes.
Yes.
we
So
have-
I will start to talk about this song while she's getting it ready. There's several funny stories behind this. One is that we almost did this last week, but we realized that this is from The Sound of Music, but it was not from The Sound of Music musical. It was from the movie, so
Right.
therefore it was not written by Oscar Hammerstein.
it was words and music by Richard Rogers.
So therefore, at the last minute, we cut it and did something from Cinderella.
Right.
However, it's not Oscar Hammerstein night tonight.
That's true.
So Christina's back, and
So I can say that when we were in Austria in March and we were on the Sound and Music tour, we took the bus to the location where this was filmed. So we got off and it's this long sort of dirt road with a very long wall and lots of trees, and it leads to the gates of this house, of one of two houses they use for the outdoor, location of the Von Trapp household. And it's so funny because they sort of use the outside for her coming and doing this song, and she gets the gate, she has that moment like, oh. But there's a story that she told, that the tour guide told, and if you watch the video, you can see it, that during one of the takes, Julie Andrews actually tripped over a rock on this path, and she catches herself, and she sort of flies, and then she catches herself with her guitar. And if you watch the video, you can see it, and it's walking down this path, but she does it right when she gets to the gate.
and they liked that.
They liked that take, so they left it in. They didn't want her to redo it. And of course, so she enters the house at this location, but when she's with the kids at the in the water, and she falls in the water, it's a whole different house. So it's on like 3 miles away. Anyway,
So much behind the scenes.
Interesting, yeah. So I think we should all rewatch The Sound of Music.
We
I
should.
so
It's my
much
mom's
wanna rewatch
favorite-
that now.
It's my mom's favorite musical, so
It
I was
still
like, I
gets
have
me.
to do it for her.
Yeah, Christina, it gets me every time, and I've seen it since I was like 5 years
Yeah,
old.
me too.
Gets me every time.
It's so beautiful.
It is beautiful. So,
So
anyway,
this is the first time we've ever done this song on
Yes.
the show, and I kept saying this was the first time I've ever played the song, and Sophia reminded me that one night at the open mic we did it. But obviously it was the first time I was seeing it, and I was terrified, thinking I said, oh yeah, I can play that, and I went, no, I can't. And so I had to probably blocked it out.
there you
And so tonight is the
back.
second time I am playing the song.
so from the
You
Sound
have confidence. I have confidence
I have
in
confidence.
you.
I do
I have
too.
confidence in you.
and I have confidence in you, Christina Freeman.
you. What will this day be like? I wonder. What will my future be? I wonder. It could be so exciting to be out in the world, to be free. My heart should be wildly rejoicing. Oh, what's the matter with me? I've always longed for adventure, to do the things I've never dared. Now here I'm facing adventure. Then why am I so scared? A captain with 7 children. What's so fearsome about that? Oh, I must stop these doubts, all these worries. If I don't, I just know I'll turn back. I must think of the things I am seeking. I am seeking the courage I lack. The courage to serve them with reliance. Face my mistakes without defiance. Show them I'm worthy, and while I show them, I'll show me. So let them bring on all their problems. I'll do better than my best. I have confidence they'll put me to the test, but I'll make them see I have confidence in me. Somehow I will impress them. I will be firm but kind, and all those children, heaven bless them, they will look up to me and mind me. With each step I am more certain everything will turn out fine. I have confidence the world can all be mine. They'll have to agree I have confidence in me. I have confidence in sunshine. I have confidence in rain. I have confidence that spring will come again. Besides which, you see, I have confidence in me. Strength doesn't lie in slumbers when you wake up. Wake up! It's Timothy, all I trust I leave my heart to. All I trust becomes my own. I have confidence in confidence alone. Oh, help. I have confidence in confidence alone. Besides what you see, I have confidence in me.
Yeah, Christina Freeman.
Thank you.
That is so fun.
Have you
What a
played Maria
fun-
yet?
I have no. I've never done Sound of Music
This,
before.
you're the right age to play.
Thank you, Cousin Patty.
You are, 'cause she was younger than the captain by a lot, by the way, by a lot.
And oh my gosh, and rest his soul.
Yeah.
Too.
So I think we need to find someone to produce Sound of Music for Christina. Just saying.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful show. So it should just be done
Yeah.
in general for everybody because it's so wonderful.
Thanks, Christina.
I knew I had confidence in you, Bob. You
Yeah.
did
Thank
it.
you, love.
And I did because that was my first time doing it.
See?
And with Bob. So
There you go.
woo us.
The
Thanks,
song
Christina.
part isn't the hard part; it's the verse because the verse changes keys like every measure. It's
Yeah.
very tricky for. It's very. It's much more complicated than a lot of other. Hammerstein and Rogers.
Right, Rogers,
music.
Richard Rogers
Well, this
music,
is I know
yeah.
this is Rogers, but I'm saying it's just in general. It's not. It's more complicated than
Then Rogers, well, because Rogers got to start with Rogers and Hart. That music is sophisticated but not complicated, right? And the stuff with Oscar Hammerstein was more, I would say, sentimental and structured in what we've become to think of a traditional Broadway sort of song. And then, of course, the stuff he did post, where he wrote for himself, or he wrote with Stephen Sondheim, or he wrote with some other composers, was a little bit more, I don't know, maybe more urbane, a little bit more heady. So he had different phases of his career, which were, God love him, he had a very long, prolific career. Richard Rogers.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
That one's pretty.
And his daughter's work was great too. His daughter Mary Rogers was talented. She did the Mad Show, and she did Once Upon a
With
Mattress.
Stephen
and-
Sondheim.
Yeah,
Right?
interesting. Yeah.
See, and I was at the house last Wednesday. Rebecca and I were actually in the room that
Stephen Sondheim.
We were in the house where we were in the room where Stephen Sondheim slept, where Oscar Hammerstein passed away, and it was just a beautiful experience. Period. I want to say hi to Christian and thank you, Christian. Thank you
Christian.
for running our show tonight as spectacularly as you always do.
Oh, thank you so much. I always enjoy it.
We didn't have a chance to see you last week. We were too busy.
Oh, that's okay.
I forgot to say hi. Did you have to go to therapy over that?
I did not. I did have to go to Palm Springs though, just like the day after.
Oh.
Which some might think of as therapy. I cannot figure out why people live in that place.
In the heat.
I cannot figure it
Oh,
out.
but it's a dry heat.
It's hot. I love visiting there, but it's hot.
Yeah, when I got off at the airport, like there were men in leather jackets, like waiting for their Uber. And
Well-
I kid you not, it's 104 degrees.
And women in fur coats, probably,
It was,
yes.
it was so bizarre. It was
Yes.
so bizarre. But anyway, happy to be home. Happy to be here for the show. It's great.
And your the thing you looked forward to the most about tonight's show is what song that's coming up? Is this?
Billy Ocean.
I know.
It's coming. It's coming
Now.
suddenly.
Yeah, this
It is Michael.
No, see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, this song is from Okay, so I'm a child of the 80s. Really, it's like the 70s music is great, and I remember it from my youth. But in my 80s, I was in college, and so I remember all this music. Like the soundtrack of my college years was like Pat Benatar and Hall & Oates and Chicago and people like this who had only a couple hits. Billy Ocean, whose hits were basically 1984, 85, 86, and this song is from 1985 when I was in college. So I heard it on the radio and I thought, let's do this song. That's the sole purpose we're doing it. I used to think that love was just a fairy tale, until that first hello, until that first smile. But if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause this love is everlasting. Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. There's beauty up above, and things we never take notice of. You wake up and suddenly you're in love. Girl, you're everything a man could want and more. 1,000 words are not enough to say what I feel inside. Holding hands as we walk along the shore. Never felt like this before. Now you're all I'm living for. And suddenly, life has new meaning to me. There's beauty up above, and things we never take notice of. Wake up and suddenly you're in love. Each day I pray that this love affair will last forever. Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. There's beauty up above, and things we never take notice of. You wake up and suddenly you're in love. In
Nice job, Michael.
Thanks, Bob.
Hey,
Nice
thank
job,
you,
too.
David Rickle. That's very sweet. Oh, here. Thanks, David. That's very sweet of you. That was that song was from 1984. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I kind of thought a lot of people would be staying inside. If you're up north, you're not going outside right now because it's not good to be out. So I knew you'd be inside, and I'm so glad you stayed inside and joined us tonight. Thank you for supporting live music and supporting us keep the show going. And thank you, everybody in the show tonight. And we'll see you out there next Wednesday for a little country west. Little country, not country west.
Little country.
Take care now. Have a good
Bye-bye.
week.